Welcome back, everybody. Tonight, grab yourself some tea, hot chocolate, whatever soothes your heart, and just sit back and receive this message. We are surrounded by lots of angelic energy, and they have a very gentle but powerful message for all of us. And that is one for forgiveness. We are being called right now to have compassion, to have forgiveness, and to really move forward with as much love and light as we possibly can. Who do you need to forgive? Somebody that has wronged you? You wronging somebody else? Family, friends, coworkers? Just take a moment and think of somebody in your life that requires forgiveness. Tonight, this message is for you to find forgiveness in your heart, to release that person from that bondage of harm that they have done to you, so that you can finally be free. Spirit, tonight you wanted me to talk about forgiveness. What specific message would you like me to share as it relates to forgiveness? So I'm going to take you on a little journey here. A journey that I have had to discover for myself, and one story that I hope can bring some comfort to you as well. In my life, I have felt a lot of grief, and a lot of it had to do with me holding on to grudges. Those grudges held my heart in complete knots. It built up a lot of anger within inside of myself. Anger that I didn't understand. These knots slowly started to unravel as I learned how to find peace with situations and how to find and support my own heart, my own soul, and that little child that's deep within. As these knots start to unfold, I started feeling so much pain again, and I never understood why. Why, after being told that my heart could be open and it could lead to so many miracles and so many feelings of peace, contentment, and love, why was I feeling so much pain? What I come to realize is, as your heart opens, especially for those that are empathic, you start to feel the pains and burdens and worries of the world. You feel what the other person is feeling that might be standing in front of you. And it can be very hard to discern if those are your feelings or if those are the feelings of others. The one thing that you don't have to worry about is really identifying whose feelings they are. Some reason it's resonating with you. But what you can do is slowly allow that heart to blossom open. Those knots can unravel. And you can realize that no matter what pain you're feeling in your heart, you will overcome it. Your empathy and your compassion is needed in this world. And forgiveness is one place I encourage all of you to start. I was inspired by a song called Brighter Days by Blessing Offer. I will put a link for that song in the description box below. I've been listening to that song on repeat because my heart is hurting right now. Because there are things in this world that I cannot control. Because I see people hurting and I want to do so much to help and I just feel like I can't. And one thing that has always gotten me through is music, dancing, singing, and just listening to music. And so I want you to listen to that song tonight. And I really want it to settle inside of your heart, inside of your bones, and really know that no matter what we're facing right now, there are brighter days. There are brighter moments. And if we can do anything, all we have to really do right now is follow our heart's guidance. Some of us are called to action. Some of us are going and putting groups together to serve. Some of us are sitting in our homes like this, creating videos. Some of us are leading chants or meditations. Some of us are supplying goods to those in need. There's so much good being done in this world right now. And through all of the dark, there is so much light. When we see that light, we know that we can forgive. We know we can have compassion. And that leads us to those brighter days. This card continues to keep just showing up. And I know I'm not really shuffling. I did shuffle earlier, but this, I am so drawn to the peace doves. And this is liberation. Breaking free from a negative attachment. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Yin yang, creating harmony through balance. I know I keep saying this, but we are all here at this very moment for a purpose. You don't even need to know what that purpose is right now. Just continue to follow and tap in with what you think your best gifts are for in the moment. And that may be going into your shadows and doing the healing work. That may be lighting up a room. We talk about this on this channel a lot. So it must be important to really, really, really discover what is work through those challenges so that you can be free. You're free from anything that's weighing you down. You're free from those knots that have held you hostage within your own body. We're transforming, we're breaking generational cycles right now. And we're creating harmony. The more peace and balance we have within ourselves, the more peace and balance we have in the world. Angels, what message would you like? Divine timing. No matter how much we want to rush through the darkness that we're seeing right now, we have to see it. We have to feel it. And we have to work through it. We can't do anything else but work through it. It's important. And when we join together, we can get through that dark tunnel. One of the reasons I created this channel was because there was a long time where I needed guidance and wasn't feeling comfortable with the traditional routes that I have gone in the past and needed something new. And it was by the gracious gifts of those who came before me on YouTube that provided that guidance for me and created safety and gave me information that allowed me to really dive deep in some of the shadows so that I could do the healing work I needed to do to bring more peace and harmony into my own life. So the second card of harmony is coming up, harmony and resolution. I think that speaks for itself. It will take divine timing for us to reach this harmony and resolution. If you feel that you are not in control of anything right now, that's when we take a step back, we breathe into ourselves, and we ask what the next steps are. What is it that we are called to do at this very moment? And then receive. Receive is listening. What is that guidance that we are being given? Where are we being called to go? Who are we being called to talk to? Life truly is so much easier when you have a connection to a higher realm, a higher knowing, whatever that is that you resonate with, because you're not alone. You're not alone. Your mind doesn't have to think of things that may not be working anymore. The old way of doing things hasn't worked for a very long time. We're being shown that we have to try new things in order for us to get through this dark tunnel that we feel like we're in right now. And know that we are receiving lots of healing, lots and lots of healing. Going through the tunnels, going through the shadow work allows us to heal and bring forth this harmony and this peace. Every step of the way, every journey that you take is bringing you to a new position of healing. The card that flew out is the No card. And as I was shuffling, I kept thinking, I'm not going to post this video. I think this is a personal message for myself. So the No card came out. So there is something in here for all of us. I guess we'll be posting this video after all. Angels specifically, is there one more message you would like to come out? Boy, too much. Let's try this again. It's feeling like that one. And we end with the forgiveness and understanding card. As we work through these cycles, we are learning to forgive and understand where we're at, why people are in our lives, what the bigger purpose of all of this darkness that we've been seeing, what the purpose of it is. And remember, where your attention is focusing on, what your attention is focusing on, that is going to continue to grow. So if you continue to focus on things that the media is portraying, the fear-based things, not to say it's not happening, but if we continue to focus and allow that to consume our everyday lives, we are just going to see more of that. We have to come up with creative solutions. And you know what? Everybody has a purpose here. And when we put our purposes together, that can be the solution. And I know this sounds vague, but it's intended to be vague because you have to be able to fill in what resonates for you, what you take from this. This is a very general message, so it applies to many people, and then you just take the specifics and make it apply to yourself. And if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. What is one message of love here from the Whispers of Love deck? When we go and approach somebody and ask for forgiveness, we have to do so in a way that allows us to express what we have done, what we know of how we impacted that other person. And we have to allow that person to be able to receive the words that we're saying without expectations, without buts, without justifications. And when someone comes to us, we have to be willing to receive their forgiveness. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. We have all wronged people. We have all done things to hurt, whether we did so intentionally or not. When we come from a place of love, we worked to rebuild connections. Spiritual connection, a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. A lot of us are reconciling with people that have come across our lives for a reason. There are spiritual connections between so many of us. That's why we're here. And so maybe, just maybe, this is the lifetime that we get to really embrace that forgiveness and really step into healthy relationships with other people that are meant to be in our lives to uplift this whole world. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Just take it in. There is love everywhere. Are you willing to receive it? And embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. We all have the right to live in freedom. We all have the right to be free from those things that hold us back. And those are internal things. Those are those grudges, those knots that leave us angry, bitter, resentful. And when we can slowly unravel those, there's so much peace. You can come to terms with things that have been done to you. You can come to terms with yourself for doing things to other people. And this frees you to have true connections with others, not through these illusions of fear, anger, regret, disappointment. True, heartfelt connections. It's too much. Okay, this is what I was feeling. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Maybe some people would call me a hopeless romantic or somebody that is too optimistic or what have you. But I truly believe love wins. Love has won, and love will continue to get us through every single moment that we are faced with. What is the most loving thing you can do in this very moment? Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So with that, please take some time for yourself. Take a bath, take a run, sip some coffee or tea, hot chocolate. Take care of you and that little inner child that is within, that is hurting and needs love itself. Sending you all so much love, care, and compassion. Until next time, bye.